Let's see,
Round down.
all that kind of scrap out there, is all it does is just keep them on board. No,
That was, yeah, there was one.
You can take those with you if you want.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it was a company.
Yeah.
It's the whole family.
Yeah, I can run it. That's off by a day. Close enough though.
We were gone. We drove
The
back
house
to.
was down, and they taken at least one straight through each truckload out. I mean, so
It's really, it's one, there's just a few scenes and left and they.
They're 18 to 24 the ones we have.
The sleep.
So just stay the same size thing for the clean 6 now. We just stay the same
I
size.
have not gotten a letter, but,
What size is
I
it?
have heard
18
about
to
it.
24.
There's
Roger,
all kinds of government
Yeah,
money
that's
for
a
it.
pretty good size
Yeah,
sign.
they're actually supposedly reasonable.
If we go smaller ones, they're
Yeah, I have not long.
$15 to $18. They're $24 to $30.
Yeah, that last meeting she talked about.
Let's just put some smaller ones and then put a bigger one right at the bottom.
Yeah.
But the smaller ones.
They
straight.
said the
We
side.
order 4 small ones and then each of the big ones.
Yeah.
On the post.
well, I don't think that we on Sunday. I think Sunday, was it this Sunday picture? I don't think it either, but we did the Sunday picture. And, it had a whole list, and then on the second page inside, it had, other counties, buildings. And so,
Did you read this over, Jack?
Think all good? Think all good?
You can't read right now.
So,
so I can hold out here.
Call meeting order 7 o'clock, saying pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
roll call. Jeff,
Yeah.
Dan,
Yeah.
Ben,
Yes.
read the minutes from the last meeting. Under correspondence, trustee Chorpenning asked the fiscal officer if she'd heard anything from Hamilton Parker. She said she filled out the application and has not heard back from them. Fiscal officer received letter from a resident asking if the trustee oath could be read at the township meeting. Fiscal officer received information about a demolition grant project. The goal is to demo abandoned houses in the county. The county would like info on any houses in the township that needed to be torn down. The deadline is May 30th. Fiscal officer stated fire levy will expire this year. Trustee Van Buren made a motion to place the fire levy on the ballot in November. Trustee Chorpenning seconded the motion for discussion. Roll call on the motion. Chorpenning abstained, Van Buren yes, Hupp no. Trustee Chorpenning made a motion to put the fire levy on the agenda. Trustee Hupp seconded. Roll call, all in favor. Fiscal officer also had a signature card from the bank for the trustees to sign and the semi-public sewer permit form. Trustee Hupp stated that Licking Township Fire Company received a grant for new fire equipment. Under reports, the zoning inspector, Barb Selig, reported she issued one permit for May to Mrs. Stiles for a pole barn. She also said she still has the magnetic signs for her car, but they don't fit on the side of her car. She puts them on the hood. Under comprehensive plan committee, Patty Boland reported the committee met with their new county representative, Jeanette. I'm not sure how to pronounce her last name. The board has lost a couple of members and needs to appoint new ones. Park committee secretary Nicole Youngkins read the minutes from the last meeting. The cutoff date to order bricks for this year will be July 21st, so they have time to get the bricks in before the ground freezes. Board chair Barb Wiseman reported that They are discussing replacing the merry-go-round with a hurricane spinner. They received an estimate to redo the floors in the community building. The park committee plans to put a table out to try to sell bricks during the National Road Yard Sale. There was no rentals for May. The committee had a good turnout for the dedication of the new flagpole. There were about 30 people in attendance. Trustee Hupp asked if the event was advertised. The park committee said that they didn't advertise the event. Trustees Hupp and Van Buren said they didn't know the park committee had scheduled anything for Memorial Day. Unfinished business, Trustee Hupp looked into the drug testing for Ohio Health Consortium. The township is already set up in the system. It would cost $112 per person for the first year and $38 after that. It would be random testing. Trustee Hupp will also talk to Frank Gates' company before the next meeting. There is a culvert in Dogwood that is going bad and should be replaced before there is any asphalt patching done. Trustee Chorpenning asked about the culvert replacement policy. Zoning inspector said she has an application. Trustees discussed employee handbook again. Trustee Hupp made a motion to remove employee policy from the agenda with no further action. Trustee Van Buren seconded the motion. Roll call. Chorpenning, no. Van Buren, yes. Hupp, yes. Trustee Chorpenning had a resolution prepared according to ORC 5553.045, a petition for township trustees to vacate Township Road, title to pass to abutting landowners. Full resolution on record with the fiscal officer. Trustee Chorpenning moved to proceed with the resolution to request to vacate Red Maple Street beginning at the north side of intersection from Bowling Green Street to the south side intersection of State Route 40 after request from landowner Matt Powell. Trustee Hupp seconded the motion for discussion. Trustee Hupp asked if Trustee Chorpenning wrote it himself. Trustee Chorpenning said he took it right from Ohio Revised Code. Trustee Hupp said he hasn't been given an opportunity to review the resolution prior to the meeting. He talked to another resident that lives on Maple Street who would like that portion to be vacated also. Roll call on the motion as read into record. Chorpenning, yes. Van Buren, yes. Hupp, no. Trustee Chorpenning asked why Smalls Asphalt didn't get the work done last year. Trustee Van Buren stated that they just ran out of time. Trustee Chorpenning thinks they should have them rebid on only the roads the board wants done. The roads they plan to do are Rankin, Mount Hope North, Mount Hope South, plus spot patching with whatever money is left. Trustee Van Buren said he doesn't think that's possible since they have already seen each other's bids. Trustee Chorpenning would like to know why Cooprider Road was taken off the list of roads to be done. Trustee Hupp said, Trustee Van Buren made a motion to accept the bill from Smalls Asphalt for the roads listed. Trustee Hupp seconded the motion. Roll call. Van Buren, yes. Chorpenning, no. Hupp, yes. Total bid is $73,295.27. Trustee Chorpenning said he would bring the trustee oath to the next meeting. Under new business, D. Pryor would like the trustees to look at the guardrail on Honda Hills Road. It is leaning into the road. Trustee Hupp said they will take a look at it. Under public comment, Patty Wolin asked what the amount for the township spends on the roads each year. Fiscal officer said it is around $75,000 per year. She also asked why the township hired back 2 people that are already receiving retirement when there are other qualified people in the township. Trustee Van Buren said that they already know what they are doing. Sally Bryan asked when Adams' house will be torn down. She heard they have purchased a home and feels it should be torn down. It's a health and safety hazard. Trustee Hupp said he will talk to Mr. Adams to see why it hasn't been torn down yet. Will Kern would like to know why there were no stipulations put in the contract for the road bid for last year. He feels there should have been a deadline to have the work done. He would also like to know if there is anything in writing saying the contract price from last year is still good. Adam Hampkins turned in an application for employment. Trustee Hupp made a motion to pay the bills. Trustee Van Buren seconded the motion. Trustee Van Buren made a motion to adjourn the meeting, seconded by Hub, with business complete for adjourned at 8:24. Is there any additions or corrections?
No.
Yep.
We have any guest speakers? Correspondence?
I've received, something from the Ohio Department of Transportation about the, salt contract. Do we plan to purchase salt for this coming winter? Do we wanna do this now or in new business, or
What's the deadline on it?
we need it in now?
We took delivery of everything last year, didn't we? Do we still have one more load?
I thought we had one more load, but I don't
I
know.
thought we did too. Oh, we had one more load coming.
Cause I thought we said we'd take like 44 ton and we only bring
Happened, huh?
26 at a time or something, 22 or something like that.
Okay. We can,
That have to be in the next meeting.
Yeah,
What's the minimum that we have to take? 44 ton?
one truckload, 22 tons.
you got enough room for 22 ton in there?
I don't know. Especially not if we have that other load coming. And they bring 44 up here down there.
Well, if we got another load coming, that might be that all pulled off.
But I don't know if we do or not.
For sure.
What's the price on it?
So they have to know how much everybody, they find out how much everybody wants to get a price.
When do we have to take delivery by? Who'd say? There shouldn't be any delivery date if we didn't take that other load.
I don't think there hasn't been in the past, there hasn't been a delivery date.
Once we say we're gonna take 22 and then back out. I'll do that. Good, how we do.
That I don't know.
We can always mix it with the center as we go. Put it in there and
Yeah.
mix it in, you know? Alright.
Cause the center one didn't clear forward it.
Commit to buy at least one load.
Yeah, I suppose we could probably.
22 ton. I'm pretty sure we have another load coming. We should. You can find out on that. And then say that we'll commit to buy another 22 ton.
But if we have another load coming, do you wanna commit to?
44. Okay, we can make the load come in before. We can just mix it with cinder or something.
I'll fill it out when we turn it in.
The minimum was 22 ton, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, just kinda do
the
it.
minimum order is one truckload, which is about 22 tons.
Fine.
That's all right.
We need to make a motion on that.
Yeah, if you want.
I mean,
That's fine.
I just make a motion, we buy one load of salt. Any motion?
Do you second it, Jeff?
Yes.
Roll call. Jeff?
Yes.
Dan?
Yeah.
Jeff?
Yes.
I got this letter, from Kocosing Asphalt Millings. I don't know if you use those. Here is the water permit application. This is I don't know what you guys received, but this is a survey from LTAP. They would like us to fill out the survey for what customer needs survey 2012. any current or future training needs. I don't know if any of you guys wanna pull that out. I don't know if everybody received a letter on this either. It's from the Licking County Planning and Development Department. Did you guys get one about the demolition?
Yep.
Did you? It's about the Attorney General moving Ohio Forward Demolition Grant Program. A property in our township at 15525 Main Street, Brownsville. Was submitted.
Who submitted it?
That I'm not sure about.
I actually called about that when I got it via email and asked the gentleman how it got submitted, who submitted it. He said it's been on the chopping block for several years. He said it was submitted years ago.
I guess this isn't saying that it's just been submitted. It's not saying that it was awarded or anything like that.
Could I get a copy of that?
Yeah. And then I think everybody received the resolution from the county commissioners about reviewing the Matt Powell situation. They are coming to view the property on June 28th at 3:30.
Did you get that?
I guess they're meeting at the,
This one? Yeah.
yeah, meeting here and then. Did you get that?
I'll copy that.
You want that? Did you guys receive about from the County Planning Commission about James Palmer? Lot split.
Where's that?
Actually, the meeting was yesterday.
What did you do with that lot split? What was it?
Property was split off 16.5 acres for agricultural and recreational only. No residents can be put on that lot.
Was that a commissioner's hearing?
Licking County Planning.
Planning Commission. Why, doesn't it usually go through us first or? no?
Evidently, he bypassed everyone because I didn't know about it until I received that either.
I'd like a copy of that as well, please.
But it specifically indicates no residents can be put on there.
That's all I have.
I don't have anything. Do you have anything? Yeah, do you have anything?
Blood minor duplicates, the letter about the hearing June 28th. It also has a second hearing, I don't know if you mentioned that, on July 10th at 2 o'clock. That one's at 20 South 2nd Street. Jenna gave you tonight a copy of the Hamilton Parker. They'd opened an account for us. The deadline on the bricks is coming up July 21st. So we've got that ready to place the final orders. Same thing, LTAP, same subject from the county, about the LTAP training that you had. Have my paperwork just about ready for the next round of Operation Roundup grants.
What are you applying for?
That's the one through the park committee.
Are you applying for new piece of equipment?
Yeah. It's not complete yet, I still have to get an updated quote. If you financial papers, and it'll be ready to submit, I think, July.
Can I get a copy of that from you, or send it?
Yeah, this isn't complete, this is just the, partial of it.
That's fine, whenever you get them, a copy of this.
I can email it to you. Except for this cover sheet, you won't have that.
That's fine.
Somebody wanted the oath of office, I said I'd bring it. It's pretty short. I looked up from December of '05. This is the oath that I took. It was County of Licking. I, Jeff Chorpenning, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the State of Ohio and will faithfully discharge the duties of trustee of Bowling Green Township, Licking County, State of Ohio, during my continuance in office. So that's the oath that was requested. And I think that's about it on correspondence.
Any reports on committees, safety? Fire company not here. Zoning,
May 31st, Luff's new construction at 1185 Somerset Road. Also, multiple requests have been made for my personal cell phone records. I've talked to the prosecuting attorney, she advised me to bring it to the board. These are my personal bills, they are not township bills. The township gives me $25 towards that bill so that the township did not have to purchase a cell phone plan, which would have cost the township maybe $100 or more a month. I would like to make a request that my bills are kept personal and not recorded and copied anymore.
I don't have a problem with that. You have a problem with that, Jeff?
Technically, if it's a public record, then it's a public record, it has to abide by those laws.
It is not a public record, it's a personal record. And I do not want them public records.
So, I mean, what you're asking for is us to,
I'd like to have a motion made that my records are not to be copied again.
well, I can do that, I don't see a reason that we need them. It's our private business, so, they're a private phone, so, and I'll make a motion that the zoning inspector's phone records are not to be made private or requested by any of the trustees.
Not to be public,
I say private,
yeah.
not public, correct?
We'll just say private motion.
And I'll second it.
Not to be made public or what?
I'm not sure what he said.
Or requested by any of the trustees to be kept private.
Ben,
That's
or
another person.
Dan, you seconded it?
Yeah.
That's township.
Unless we want to pay for ourselves,
Whatever they want.
I think it's cheaper to do that around when we're
Yeah.
Yeah, but they chose to pay them
Roll call,
$25.
Jeff?
Or roll call, I just think that you should check the laws on that before you make such a motion. I suggest you wait until next month, just make sure you're legally okay to do so.
It's almost $800 a year.
You talked to the prosecutor on that, correct, Laura?
Yes, I did.
And she said it was legal to do that?
Yes, she did.
Who is she? Do we have a contact now?
Yeah, the prosecutor, yes, we do.
Who is it now?
I don't know, Carla,
Her
no.
name is Amy Thompson.
Thompson?
Amy Thompson. That's public record. Would you like a copy of it?
What's that?
The email I sent her. Mr. Chorpenning, would you like a copy of it?
I don't need a copy of your email.
It's a zoning email, not personal zoning.
All right, read the motion.
That made a motion that the zoning inspector's phone bills will not be made public or requested by any trustee. Dan seconded the motion. Roll call, Jeff,
Abstain.
Dan,
Yeah.
Ben.
Yes. Did you have anything else on the agenda?
That would be it.
What was the address for that new build on Somerset?
Somerset is, sorry. 11875,
House, built, barn, what?
house, new construction.
That's down to pass the interstate on the right.
Mhm.
Good. Nothing from zoning commission, nothing to issue for that. Zoning appeals. Comprehensive plan.
Our next meeting is July the 18th. From 5:30 to 6, we're having a public hearing, and we need to have that advertised no later than July 3rd, Jenny.
Okay.
And then from 6 to 7, we're having a regular comprehensive planning commission. And we would like to request the trustees attend our public hearing, so that you have some, because depending on how many people show up and if there are changes that need made after the public hearing, you'll have the entire plan either in August or September.
So you're gonna have on July 18th, you're gonna have a public meeting from 5:30 to 6, and then your regular meeting from 6 to 7.
Yes.
Do you know if there's specific language that needs to be in the legal notice for the public hearing?
I don't.
Okay.
That's in July, what, 18th?
Jeanette, and I can't remember what her last name is, I can forward you to her email. 'Cause she
I think
sent
I
me-
have it, because I asked her
Yeah.
about something else, so.
Okay, yeah, because she sent me like this whole timeline of, like we turn it over to the trustees and then they have a public hearing and that type of thing.
Okay, I'll check with her to make sure. There probably isn't, but I'll check.
Is that it?
Mhm.
Thank you. Park committee?
We had no meeting in for Zoom. Our next meeting's July the 21st. And I got $100 brick sold. $10 for a table rental during a Route 40 yard sales. $25 building and $125 auction building.
When was your next meeting?
July 21st.
7 o'clock? Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Move on to unfinished business. Trash mandate. I don't have anything. I don't have anything. Yeah.
What are you waiting for?
The only thing that we have on the agenda for is if somebody comes forward with any kind of photos or complaints, written complaints. That's what we'd ask for in the past. So, I haven't received any complaints lately. So. Drug testing. Anything on that? I looked online up and down, I could not find any information on that Frank Gates. I looked and looked and looked, could not find nothing, so I pulled up some other ones online. Made a few phone calls, still waiting to hear back, haven't got any correspondence from them on cost or anything like that, so. Definitely should get something in there, my next meeting on that stuff, so. There's a couple of new ones in there. Try to stay close. Driving record.
I still need it. I will get that done before the next meeting. I'll call you guys and arrange something. Ours.
You good? Just wait for me to-
Hmm.
just wait for me to- Inventory.
On signs, on the signs that are on the road, that's started. It's done pretty much except for the village here, just to get a count on what's currently out there.
Culvert. Is that why that's on there? Do you want to, don't you get him that culvert,
Yeah, that
application?
application.
Is that why that was on there?
That was for the inventory, this is to apply to put one in, right?
You said last week it was about culvert regulations.
It's been on there for quite a while.
So that's not why it's on there. The only other thing I can think of is we discussed the culvert up in Dogwood.
But we do need to have a current inventory of what culverts are out there. I don't know when that was done last with an actual physical count.
Could save some time when we do the sign count, we could count a culvert too.
I could have, I didn't. I'd like to start by having the current one so I can go out and check what we currently have, see how the condition of those are. Add anything that was not added since.
We put two new culverts under Mount Hope.
Yeah.
Did you add those to any kind of inventory when you did it? See that all that stuff needs done. It's a project within itself.
You wanna head that up?
Yeah, if you wanna get me the information that you currently have, most current of what the last inventory was when it was done.
I think that's the only one we put under the road in the last
It's been a while now.
I know when I was here
couple of
before,
years, I think, and
I had come into compliance and filed it with the county.
So then that's probably gonna be the last ones on the record. 'Cause that one, the only, that's
we
the only one I
ain't
can
put
think of.
none in. I don't think we, did, what,
Off that gentleman.
you paid for it.
Yep.
If you can get me all the,
Okay, yeah, right there along by Sutton, they,
Yep.
yeah, and that was his culvert, but that's the only one.
if you can get me a copy of the most recent one, and copies of culvert invoices or something to help me figure out what you've done since, and I'll work on it.
Yeah. Like I said, the last one is gonna be probably the one you filed with the county, so that's probably gonna be the best I'd start there. Maybe if you wanna call in and get a copy of that, email to you, sure they can do that for you. Back to that culvert in Dogwood, did you stop up and you think you wanna do anything with that?
It's gonna take one to go clear across the road.
Thing all the way through? And we measured that off and I think it was 60 feet, something like
Yeah,
that.
it's 50, 60 feet long.
I looked at it too, the biggest problem is at the ends. It's not so much in the center, the road's not cracking or sinking down or anything like it.
Just rod
Rolls
down.
on down the way,
That's just rotted out.
Just-
just on the ends primarily.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to put a whole new culvert in.
The best thing to do is gonna be cut that road, just take it out, put a new one in.
Last meeting you talked about putting another one through there, but I don't see that being a feasible thing.
No, we were talking about Mount Hope and we talked about slide one through there.
Yeah, Rico wants to live on through Mount Hope.
It was a 28, I think.
Yeah,
like a
224. Yeah, 224 is what I know.
Yeah, that was done.
Yep.
So we can decide here what it is, what we wanna do on that.
Okay.
Park rules,
Did somebody, did they raise the price up on the park, on the building rental or something? Somebody was saying something to me about it.
nothing, you guys never raised the price?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and you guys haven't had a meeting since last meeting, have you? For the park?
No,
Then make a recommendation to us anyhow, Dana, so we would know if there was one, so.
Somebody just said something to me that I don't know anything about, just all I asked.
I don't remember, what do we want to update on the park rules? Is there a certain thing that we want to put on there, or?
Well, through the loss prevention, they wanted us to update current signage for weapons, which we had already gotten that advice through the last lady prosecutors for the two on this building and the other building. So basically, if you want a motion, we should probably order 3 of them.
That's what they were talking about, the park rules, was for no concealed?
Well, that has to do with the loss prevention, that may or may not be why that's on here, but that was one thing that they had noted, is it needed proper signage with current law.
I think we have stickers on this building, there's stickers on the other one.
Yeah, but apparently those aren't necessarily the most updated, so
What's gonna be different about it?
there was, didn't you get a copy of that? It's the loss prevention report you gave me last month. It was on there.
I'm glad if you got there, yeah.
I don't know.
But if you could, I would suggest go ahead and order the 3 signs that we need for 2 buildings in the
Are
park.
the signs or stickers?
So they'd be signs. And if there's a sticker, it probably work, has to be on the entrances here, but I don't know what you're gonna do out there.
Right, right. How big, what's the, do you know what the regulation is, how big that is?
It doesn't,
Doesn't
it
specify?
doesn't note that. I don't know. The ones we have now are pretty big.
Right. You know, so instead of plastering that fence with signs all the way down through there, you know, maybe if we had a new sign made up for park rules, if we wanted to redo those, we could also put that on there too. Just so you don't have 20 signs down in front of that fence.
As long as it meets the ORC, that's what their concern was, is that it has the right verbiage for, in reference to whatever the law is.
And then the one on the community room cracked,
Or it needs replacement.
so we can replace that one again, that's fine. I think we can just pick those up at Goss, can't we? I think they have those in there. That or whatever it is.
So I move that we purchase 3 weapons,
Where you gonna put 3 of them? One of
this building,
let's do stickers, I'd say do stickers.
whatever we, notices of some kind.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
You want a motion on that, or you just gonna do it?
That's good, that's fine.
On the loss prevention, they'd also mentioned some other things. When the man came here, he mentioned the inspector, noted, one of them was, teeter totter needed something underneath
Yeah,
it.
we're working on doing some mufflers for that.
And then apparently when you built that swing, you didn't put carriage bolts in, those all need to switch to carriage bolts. And I think the deadline in that might be before the next meeting, that we're supposed to respond back.
Right.
And we need to do that, at least let them know this is our plan, we are working on this, because
Yeah, we can get some new bolts, I think we can go do that.
we wanna make sure that we get that $300 credit discount from. That was my last month's correspondence, wasn't it, Jen?
Yeah, we're talking about that one.
Do you wanna contact them, since it's before the next meeting, let them know that we are
Yeah.
gonna make these corrections?
So we'll just call and say we're gonna try to take that in the next 30 days. Yeah. Thank you. I guess I made that on purpose. No, the only other thing I had was the Adams house is gone. They finally come in and demoed that. Have you seen it? Have you seen it, Jeff? They demoed that, which is a good thing. They were in there Sunday and Monday and got it out. So. Yeah, I think it looks pretty decent. Okay. Alright, move on to new business. Ready?
Yeah.
New business, fire levy.
I talked to, first thing, the fire levy expires this year. It will last be collected next year.
You pay tax the year behind.
Right. So, we can put the levy on in November, this November, or we could also do it in May or November of next year. So this is not our only opportunity, just so you guys know. And, we can either do a replacement levy or a renewal levy. If we do a replacement levy, for 1 mil fire levy, it would generate $35,600. If we do a renewal, it will generate
It should be the same, you know?
Oh, I was
Unless it's a
thinking-
new build or something like that.
I thought okay, if we renew it, it will generate $33,300. Currently, the owner of a $100,000 home is paying $28.58 a year. If you renew the levy that amount will not change. If you replace the levy, will change. They will be paying $30.63.
What was the renewal generate, how much?
$33,300. So if you do the replacement, you will receive $2,300 more, and the taxpayer will pay $2.05 difference based on $100,000 a year.
I'll make a motion, just do a renewal to the same. And I'd like to put it on this year's ballot, just in case something will not pass, and then we'll give more, time to remember.
Second the motion.
And we, actually, first we have to, this is a resolution determining that it is necessary to levy a tax outside the 10 mil limitation for fire protection and emergency medical services, and requesting the Licking County Auditor to certify the total current tax valuation of the township and the dollar amount of revenue that would be generated for a 1 mil renewal levy. So this is the resolution just requesting this county auditor certify.
Do you know what they mean when they're talking about outside the 10 mil? Because we, on the fire, we have a total of 3 mils, I believe, 3 separate levies.
Correct.
That 10 mil, are they referring to the total millage of everybody's local taxes or what?
I'm not.
Just the verbiage outside the 10 mil limitation, it's just, I don't recall it being on higher resolutions, it might have been.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it was on there.
That has, it says 1 mil right in it, or prepared that way.
If we do a renewal, it's at 1 mil.
Yes, by 1 mil renewal levy. Did somebody make a motion?
Yeah, I make a motion, we just do the renewal, and then I'll put it on this November ballot.
Second motion.
Any discussion? No discussion. No discussion.
Roll call, Jeff,
Yes.
Dan,
Yeah,
Ben.
Yes. Good. Website?
I received a notice from the people that run and update our website. They have been doing that for free. It's Miami University Center for Public Management and Regional Affairs. They notified us that as of July 31st, they will no longer be able to run our website. So we need to find another way to do it. I talked to somebody that is willing to set it up and show me how to update it so that we wouldn't have to pay somebody monthly to maintain it. He's willing to set it up and show me how to keep it up to date. He would charge $200 for that, and that would just be the one-time fee of setting it up and training me how to do it.
Who was that?
His name's Jesse Parkinson. He lives over on Mount Hope, or Hopewell Indian Road. Or if we wanted him to do the updates, he would charge $10 per update, which, from what I've been told, once you know how to do it, it's pretty simple to update. And there isn't a lot of it, just putting the minutes and changing
They just
meeting dates and things like
Miami
that.
University just doesn't wanna do it, or they can't do it? The program not funded anymore, or something like that?
It says the fiscal landscape of the state of Ohio has changed substantially with deep revenue reductions as well as the elimination of funding for many programs. Unfortunately, due to significant budget cuts in the state's budget and a combination of technical and personal resource factors effective July 31st, they will no longer be able to continue its e-government initiative and offer local government website development and hosting services for Ohio's townships and villages.
So, how are we gonna address the current information that's out there? Are you gonna save that in some manner and republish that?
That's already on the website, that we're talking about. So
Yeah,
it's
you're
already
gonna,
there.
I mean, apparently you have to have a hosting, right? You need to have a place to,
Well, it's hosted by GoDaddy, so it's, I mean,
no, I'm not talking about the registration, I'm talking about the hosting itself. Unless you get hosting space with the registration. But you're still gonna have to have it uploaded from where it is to somewhere new. Gotta be hosted somewhere.
well, it says we can forward all your website files to you or any other web support service. This can preserve your entire website as it appears on the day we created the archive.
That's good.
So do we have to pay for, to be uploaded to something else? To another
You're
website?
gonna have to get some hosting space somewhere to put it.
What was the number that goes at it?
Yeah,
We couldn't keep it under that?
yeah.
We can?
They sell, they're one of the many places you can purchase, domain hosting.
What's that cost you gonna do? I haven't looked at it.
There's a wide variety depending on what your needs are.
I was told there was free hosting on GoDaddy, from GoDaddy,
Could be.
and that's where it is now. I mean, that's,
We'll just have it done by July.
July
I thought
31st.
Miami University had on their own servers.
We had to purchase the domain name through GoDaddy when we originally set it up,
Yeah,
so.
there's a difference between registering of the name and domain hosting, where you're putting the actual upload. It's good to know at least that the files are available from the past.
July 31st is the last Tuesday next month, so that's when the next meeting will fall. If we don't choose by then, what do they do with all this stuff?
Well, they'll send us, it'll be archived, I mean, it's,
So we can still get it?
yeah, or they'll send it to us.
Do we wanna find out what it's gonna cost to? Or if it's gonna cost anything to, what do we say?
I was told it wasn't gonna cost anything.
Go down.
No, Jesse Parkinson, the guy that I talked to today, I explained the situation. He said that, he would set it up for us and show me how to do it, and the only cost that would be involved was the $200 for, and that was it.
The way I see it, it's an unnecessary cost because, you know, it's not a difficult thing to do.
If Jenny's willing to do it, and she doesn't know how to do it,
I'd be happy to show how to do it for no charge. Done it many times.
where's that gonna take place at?
Wherever it needs to. You'd have online connection somewhere. You can find out your DNS
I don't know.
numbers and where you're hosted and where you're gonna put the thing. The FTP protocol involved, just simple details like that.
I can find out more information about it if you want, and you can just put it on at the next meeting. And I'll make sure that,
As long as that stuff, they're not, they can
Right.
get rid of all that stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
I'll make sure that we get what we
Find
have.
out if it's gonna
Yes.
cost anything to have another website or whatever to support that.
Right,
Can we do that?
yep,
But they're still doing that till July 31st, right?
Yes.
Maybe we want to put it on there, make sure we put it on there.
right.
Got it. Anything other new business? Yeah. Anything else on new business? No? Public comment.
Where are you on the remodeling process?
The guy at the county, I talked about that, about having, I guess, non-violent offenders come in and do service work. tried to coordinate with him twice. One time, he had a family member that was sick. The next time, he only had one worker, and he said, honestly, it's not worth coming out to do anything. So we're kind of in limbo with that. I've had 2 people that I've called about coming in, maybe giving us an estimate on like new flooring, new windows, stuff like that. One guy says he has an estimate ready, I haven't picked it up, and the other guy's drawing the name down there. So kind of, we're still in limbo with that.
You think you can install a ceiling fan?
I've never heard of it.
I meant to move the air around, but
It's always an option when we get to do something. So, definitely,
just a suggestion.
definitely. I'm a big fan of AC.
I did move forward a little bit on that. If you noticed the leak we had in the bathroom, spent a couple of half days figuring out, been taking care of that repair. Apparently a year or so ago, the gutters came down or something, you had to have them repaired.
We need better.
Whatever happened, whoever repaired it didn't put a drip edge on. There was a big gap about this wide. Water was backing up underneath, and that's what the source was, so. Took $30-40 worth of materials.
Put that edge on, onto the roof.
Yeah, the roof. Also had to get the roof pulled back down that spot, because it was hooping up real bad. Starting to do damage around the foundation. The gas lines were even exposed, so I filled that back into it. But we haven't had a real big rain yet to come down and make sure there aren't any other leaks. I want to do that before we start working on fixing the inside stuff.
And the all demo works, tear it all out. Yeah.
Well, it definitely needs ripped out in the bathroom. You can't salvage that wall.
Definitely. Yeah. Any other public comment? Jack?
I want to know why the camper was parked up there on 46 foot laboratory in the building with it. Did somebody pay for it?
I don't know anything about it. Park next to the building here,
Yeah,
right here, next to this building.
next to the community building. They had a yard sale, that yard over there.
I don't know anything about it. Did you get a name or anything like that?
I don't know who it was. I think Gary was in there.
We'll definitely have to keep an eye if they're hooked up to utilities, we don't.
If we're gonna do that, we can all hook up to them.
Yeah, definitely know that. Any other public comment?
I have a question, you're talking about remodeling, do you really need a toilet in here when you got new ones out there? Wouldn't it just be better to remove it?
Always an option.
Turn it into a fire room.
We got one we already used. Yeah, it's always an option when you get ready to do it. It's suggestion, definitely.
I don't think the toilet in there is that old. I think it's been replaced in the last couple of years.
It's just so small.
Never knows, yeah.
But the room itself needs some work on it,
Definitely.
regardless of whether it needs work or not.
Definitely. Well, I'll see if I can get them estimates from them guys, and also talk to the guy from the county about having some of those guys come in and do some work. So, try to save some money on doing some demo work and stuff like
And you
that.
would have a larger file room. I mean, the iron build up in the toilets because it's never used.
So,
You need a water softener too,
we do.
for over and out of the building. That'd help it, wouldn't it, Jack?
She had money for that once. Things happened, and nobody ever done nothing about it.
I remember we talked about it a long time ago.
Yeah, we talked about it, we never done anything.
I'll have to be put in the other building, but that's
Yeah.
the main spot here.
There's some issues in that bathroom too. At the recent auction I was called in, the water line should probably be redone. It wasn't done very well to the toilet, so we need to get that taken care of.
Is it leaking?
No, it just, the flow is really bad.
Plastic, copper, steel, what is it?
Well, whoever installed it put the shut off, not in the bathroom, but on the other side of the wall.
That's no problem, we can take that.
We need to fix that. We also, if you take a look, it's not very efficient the way it was running there. It goes up and all the way around and back around. I just need to put a T on it so we can go straight into the bathroom. It'll save all that extra time.
Also, if you're gonna be plumbing that kitchen, the hot and cold are opposite of what they should be.
5 minutes, right?
I know, but it's, you know, it's an issue.
I do have one more question.
Good.
You were talking about the salt and center, you have a room, storage thing. You were talking about enlarging that, are you planning on doing that anytime in the future?
That's what we got those polls for. It just kind of gets a project on the list. We'd like to, we talked about it, just see how much money we have and stuff like that. And we talked about maybe putting one in that was kind of open on one end, kind of like the state has out there, not the round one, but the one behind the building. That just
Yeah.
faces away from the weather. Easier to get into, that way we could use the backhoe to load stuff instead of that old tractor. Yep. Definitely. Dave?
I just had a question here, like, I noticed you're, like, you turn back on Brownsville Road, that's a county road. But I noticed some, just track marks there somewhere, I didn't see it, but it was this morning that they tore that house down. They just moved the road there, I don't know if anyone's seen that, or is that township's responsibility, or should that be the?
Yeah, it'd be Trustees County or state.
I just wanted to bring that up, because I didn't know.
I saw that too, where they took the tractor over there. Yeah. Any other public comment? Anyone?
I'll make a motion to pay bills.
Second.
Just currently attached to our zoning, it's just one of the files that's the end of it. Is this the one that's probably going to use? Is that the file number for it? Do you have any for that? Is this going back to
Everybody.
pass them around there? Check 3993, Jenny Duvall, 88961. Three nine nine four, Chorpenning, 62308. Barb Soleil, 71824, check 3996. Check 4,000, 20529, Barb Soleil, phone, mileage. Gardner Insurance, $4,134.00, check 3999. Property insurance.
Alright, see you later.
See you, Dave, thanks.
Well, have a good evening.
Public entity custodian, 3998, $258.30. Life insurance, dental insurance, OPEC administration fee. Jack Richard Hedges, 3997, $986.03. Check 3995, Donald W. Watkins, $507.85. Bank reconciliation, primary account balance as of 5/31/2012, $139,603.58. Appropriate, like certificate certificates. Park committee bricks. This one you didn't cut, did you?
What is it?
It's for the park committee bricks.
Oh, no, I didn't know.
Oh, she sent me a bill for that, you can imagine that.
Yeah, actually, I'll just leave, I'm still gonna use it
For next month.
for when they send me the bill, so I'll do it.
Please don't have check numbers. I think it's only 134, that was
Yeah, trees fell on it, it's gonna mess down there.
$147 is almost like a pack administration fee. This is the last one for $2,000 for repairs and maintenance. Appropriation charge. Is that how much you usually put? 2,000 for that?
Yeah, that'll probably last us several years.
Yeah.
So you get the receipt out of that.
Well, I'm not through with it.
Is that the last one?
Monday morning.
I move to adjourn.
I'll second. Take that. Go up to him. Just go over the hoopers. No, that's all it's done. But they're working on the road, right away. You walk on the street,
Engineer, right? And high density.
okay.
Probably
Don't you think that would be a thing to do? 'Cause they-
That's an extra one.
At their home, sits up there so far.